Yo, what I do? What it do?
Hey, we back.
It's the Man to Man Sports Podcast. It's your host, Mr. Man. I'm with my guy, Nate.
Hey, you know what it do, man. You know how we coming, man. You know, I'm about to destroy this, man. You know, it's the regular. You know, we do it. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? But how everything been, Mr. Man?
Man, had a pretty peaceful weekend.
Oh.
A busy Monday as usual. You know how it is working at our job. Man.
Oh, yeah. You know, Mondays are the busiest days.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you go? I know you did something. You went to Tel Aviv or something like that? You went to
Hold up.
Costa Rica?
Nah.
Australia somewhere?
I ain't really do nothing. I did travel a little bit, but I ain't really do nothing. We had homecoming this weekend, but I ain't really do too much for it.
At the high school? Or
No, college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which one? Valdosta?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we had homecoming, and then outside that, I am going to. All right, so this is about to get crazy. All right, so I'm going to Tennessee, Orlando, Bahamas, and then I feel like I'm a Bahamian. Like I done did so many times. And then going back to Puerto Rico. So yeah, so that's my lineup for now. This is in the next 2 months. So it's only 8 weeks in the next 2 months.
Use your vacation.
Hey. Well, you know the good thing about it is you can work the whole first part of the week, and then take off that Friday, and you come back that Sunday, just fly out. Like when I was going to New York and stuff, I just fly out and just catch a red eye or something like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all listening to a young single man.
I
got a wife and children. We got to schedule things. We got to plan things out.
Hey, man, you got to. Hey, you knew what you was doing. hey, I was just saying, brother.
To be young and single again.
What you got going on?
Man, I'm just trying to get through inventory, man.
Oh, okay.
Not to talk about the other job too much, but I'm just trying to get through inventory.
Okay, I get that.
So I can enjoy the rest of the year, man.
Hey, I feel you though. It's cooler. You know what? The weather seemed a little different to you this year. Like it seemed like we might get some snow.
It do appear or feel like it's going to be a little colder this year.
I feel like we might get snow around probably the end of the year.
I actually kind of hope it do, man. I mean, not for me personally. I just want my little girl to see some stuff that she never seen before. That's all.
Oh, she never seen no snow?
Not real snow,
What you mean not real snow? Ain't no fake snow.
Yeah, it is. It is fake snow.
Oh.
When she had her first birthday, her mother found a way to get fake snow and put it out in the yard. So she had because she born in December. So she made fake snow and put it out in the yard. She was able to actually take pictures and play in it a little bit. So I thought that was kind of cute for her first birthday.
I would never talk about it.
Well, guys, we are inside of El Nino, so that might happen.
Hold
on. You talking to the weatherman, so he might be right.
What are you talking about? El Nino?
He's an uncertified certified weatherman.
All the stations.
When it comes to
everything going on.
When it comes to the weather, he's an uncertified certified weatherman.
Hey, he'll know the arena. Hey, he'll know the weather inside of Mercedes-Benz.
I'm telling you, boy, he gonna pinpoint the day, the temperature, and everything wherever you at.
Hey, you never know. You might be right. Hey, you never know. I mean,
my goodness!
It's like they have a tornado warning. The first thing on Facebook saying, "Hey, tornado warning, take cover."
But that's what I love about you, man. That's why you gonna know about that weather.
Anyways, so what's been going on in the sports world, Mr. Man?
Man, you know what? My son called me the other day. He sent me a text message. He said, "Man, this is what y'all need to talk about."
What?
Because it's been talked about before. I think it was on Gilbert Arenas. Podcast.
Good. Now Gilbert Arenas be going at it now.
Yeah, they be going at it.
I'm actually intrigued on what you got to say.
Now this is the question. It's been posed on his podcast.
Yeah.
So the question I'm gonna have to you: Who is the better scorer, Carmelo Anthony or Kevin Durant? That's always been tough.
Before I answer this, what was the one? I thought it was is who you would have took first. D Wade or Carmelo Anthony. Yeah, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Woo.
We'll get to that.
That's hard.
Just think
Yeah.
about it. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. All right. So you said who's the better scorer?
Yeah. Carmelo Anthony or Kevin Durant?
I mean, to me, that's kind of easy.
Who?
I mean, to be honest, 'cause I feel like KD is very, very prolific. I mean, it's easy. I mean, don't get me wrong. Carmelo Anthony is shoot first, pass later. But I mean, but the ease that KD does it in, and his ability to be 7 feet tall and be able to, nobody could block his shot. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I think that plays a lot, and he can do inside and out. Carmelo just had the little, pull up. He was quick. He had the quick release. Now I give him that. If now you ask me who had the quicker release, I would say Carmelo. But I think at the end of the day, KD is a sharpshooter. You know what I mean? Like you ain't gonna get past that. And then Carmelo, if you really look at him, he was kind of streaky.
Well, this is. I think anybody who has a legitimate argument, right? Like they ain't just basing it on stupid comments. But if you actually look at both of them, like I think Carmelo came into the league being able to score different ways, like off the bat. And I think Kevin Durant came into the league, he could score, but I think he developed his skill like over the course of his career.
If you would tell me who's the better scorer in their first year, I would say Carmelo.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Carmelo was. I mean, if it wasn't for LeBron, he would have won Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but with that being said, if you're talking about over time, as in like maximize the ability, as in career wise, I would take KD to where he got to where Carmelo got. Because Carmelo, when he got to a certain point, he plateaued out.
Well, I also believe too, Carmelo don't get as much credit as he should for what he did for that Nugget franchise. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he brought
Nuggets or the Knicks.
The Nuggets, because when he got to the Nuggets, they weren't really that great. I mean, he took them to they made the playoffs, never made the finals, but they was a tough team, a tough out.
So, question, since you brought up that, who do you think, which better team did he have? The one he was with the Knicks or the one he was with the Nuggets?
Ooh.
Think about it.
Ooh.
Think about it.
I think he's gonna probably be most remembered for the Knicks.
He had one player. He had on both.
J.R. Smith. Yeah, but that's another person that people kind of forgot about. J.R. Smith was nice like that. He was nice
like that. He was nice.
I was just saying.
He like Jamal Crawford.
People, all they see is 3-point shooting. But when he first came into the league,
no.
That's all people they're gonna remember him for.
Who? J.R. Smith?
Yeah.
No.
If people really know J.R. Smith, he was nice like that.
He actually was classified as a dunker before he went to 3-point. He faded.
I'm just saying, most people nowadays won't know him as the dunker, the slasher. You know what I'm saying?
Because, I mean, even when he was in he was with the Knicks, he was dunking like that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying when
he didn't start shooting until he got to, really be honest, the end of his career with the Knicks and LeBron. Really.
Well, I'm just saying. But when you look at when people first think about JR, they don't think about what we talking about. I'm talking about they think about the 3-point shooting. He was much more than that, in my opinion. When he came out when he came out into the league, he was much more than that. But it turned in or gradually changed into a 3-point shooter.
So, question, since you brought that up. Who's the most underrated, nicest player that you've seen in the league? And I would say
that's a lot of them.
And I would say
you talking about era or just currently?
No, I would say starting 2000s to now. So I give you a limited era there.
Man,
I ain't gonna make you. I know you old school, and you came up with the caveman. But you know what I mean. Like I ain't. You don't have to say MJ this time.
Man, why? You know what? All the young people say that.
Yeah.
But then all the older people say I'm still too young. I'm like, well, dog, I'm caught in the middle. And I'm like, everybody say that.
I don't think you are. So who you think the most underrated player that you would like? Dang, he really nice, but nobody respect.
Man, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. I mean, because there's a lot of guys
That's why I asked the question.
There's a lot of guys, man. A lot. I mean, I can't pinpoint the most underrated. I mean, it's hard to say.
That you think.
Ooh, you got to give me another. You got to give me a few minutes on that one because that, like I said, there was a lot of guys that I like that nobody really.
Okay, give me your top three.
That
should be easy. Top three should be easy,
Well,
even if you leave somebody out.
Well, Nick Van Exel was probably one of my favorite guys. That joker was smooth with it. Probably. If I'm thinking about somebody who's underrated, who didn't get as much recognition now as a big man as a center, Patrick Ewing.
Who?
Patrick Ewing.
Oh, okay.
I said it wrong. Yeah, Patrick Ewing.
I thought you said Union. I thought you were talking about.
I did say Ewing, but Patrick Ewing.
Man.
Patrick Ewing.
Uh-huh.
And probably this is probably a little bit older than most people. But I think he got his recognition, but not as big as he should have because he was a nice point guard, smooth.
Long as after 2000,
Oh my God! But he played after 2000 a little bit, I think.
But was he?
I think his name. I can't remember how long he played, but Rod Strickland. Rod Strickland was nice with it.
Rob Strickland.
Yeah. Kyrie's godfather.
So you got. All right. So you got.
I mean, but there's a lot of people, man. But those
So
are
you
just
got.
coming to mind.
So you got Union.
Patrick Ewing.
And who else? Van Exel.
Nick Van Exel.
And then who else?
Rod Strickland.
So that's your three.
Yeah, that's just three out of my top of my head. But there's a lot of guys, man. I mean, I can't say who's the most underrated as a, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of guys who were like the Robins of their teams to their Batmans, but they could have been starters.
So Roy from the Portland Trailblazers, he didn't make your list. Right,
but I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. I can't pinpoint. Brandon Roy, of course.
All right. Marbury didn't make your list.
I don't think he was necessarily underrated. I don't think he reached his potential. I think that's something else.
Okay. All right. So hold on. So who are that brings me to my next question? Who are three people that you think they didn't reach their potential? I got one in my head that sticks out.
Definitely Stephon Marbury.
I gave you that one, so you only got two more.
But I mean.
One person, you can't say his name anyway. He was hot. I mean, I remember watching videos of him when he was in high school. He used to have the gym sold out. I mean, hot, straight off the press. Telfair. Like when he got in the league, he was nothing compared to when he was in high school.
I'm gonna tell you something. We all over the place. I know we going subject to subject, but I'm gonna tell you, them highlight tapes and stuff like I got food, man. I'm not believing no more highlight tapes because you could make a highlight tape look like anything. Because I'm gonna tell you, this is one kid went to North Carolina, my team, the Tar Heels. His highlight tapes were something serious. 7th grade, and I've been watching him ever since I found out he was being recruited to go to North Carolina, and I couldn't wait to get to see him go to North Carolina. Because all I was seeing in his highlights, I said, this kid is gonna be awesome. 7th Woods. Awesome highlight tape. Our joker was off the chain, and then when he went to North Carolina, not to say he didn't reach his potential or he wasn't as good as he could have been. Yeah. It's just that the hype that was surrounding him going into North Carolina, going into all the highlight tapes. He was going to be bad. But I say I'm not watching any more highlight tapes. I watch them just to see what they can do. But
you got to watch the highlights.
But I got to see you in the game, man, because highlight tapes are just clips of what you're doing.
I'm not a North Carolina fan because obvious reasons they suck, right? But
North Carolina sucks.
That's just
hold up, son.
That's just
hold up.
Hey,
hold up.
That's just what it is.
Son.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's it is what it is. I mean, I'm sorry to say it. They hurt your feelings. But they're just not that good. It's just one of those things, man. Like,
you remember that scene in Martin?
It's just whatever, man. I just want to just bring it up.
Y'all remember that scene in Martin
When last time North Carolina won a championship?
Listen, they probably was in the last 5 years. I know at least once. I think they did.
What's the year?
Hold on. Before we even get to that,
Uh-huh.
y'all remember that scene in Martin when Brother Man came in there and sitting in Martin's seat and he was paying for the fight, and Martin seen Brother Man sitting in the seat, and Martin had to make an announcement to everybody. He said, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we almost had an altercation." So we about to have an altercation in here, man.
Hey, I'm just stating facts, man. You know,
North Carolina.
them and Kentucky. They I don't know. I mean,
First of all, North Carolina is a good team.
I'm talking about, come on, man.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Oh my
I'm just
goodness,
stating
boy.
facts here.
Boy, that's my what's Stephen A. Smith say? That's blasphemy. There is
Hey,
no
I'm
way
I'm
North
just
Carolina
saying.
is that bad of a team.
Well, I'm okay. All right, they're not terrible, right? But they're not great. Yeah, exactly. Right, they're not great. You know, what I'm saying? Like, hey, I got people in here breaking stuff.
Oh my God.
hey, well, it's getting tense over here. I'm by myself. Help me out. Help me, please. hey, but I was just saying, it's just not. You brought them up. I didn't bring them up. They're not that great,
I was just talking about folks' highlight tapes.
I'm just saying,
And I just think that sometimes that's what social media does, man. Somebody could look like the ultimate champ, but their game doesn't necessarily translate to real life. You know, a lot of times you might be able to get down with a couple of moves every now and again in the game, and you put that together over a 5-minute highlight. Then yeah, you look like you're doing something.
Well, you know, my thing is this. Besides the highlight tape, you still didn't answer my question.
What was the question? We got sidetracked because you daggone.
No, I ain't
You
get sidetracked. You got sidetracked.
You diss North Carolina, first of all.
Hey,
Tar Heel Nation, stand up.
Hey.
Tar Heel Nation, stand up.
The point that he didn't stand up. Yeah, the point that he didn't stand up. Hey, I'm just saying, like
Tar Heel Nation, baby.
hey,
Tar Heel Nation, baby.
I'm just saying. But no, I was saying. So I was going over your list of most underrated, right?
Mm.
And then we started talking about, well, who are the guys that didn't reach their potential, right?
Oh yeah.
So
I got sidetracked.
one of the guys you named was the guy I already gave you, but Marbury, Stephon Marbury. So you gotta give me 2 more names.
Ooh, man.
And I got one in my head right now that should have been first.
Should have been first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still so many. I mean, dude, it's hard.
I'm talking about blatant. I'm talking about blatant.
Blatant.
Yeah, blatant. Like in your face. Like you. When I say the name, I'm gonna let you say them other 2 people. But when I say the name, you're gonna be like, "You right. You're gonna be like,
yeah, but that
was like the biggest bust in NBA history.
Well, I mean, busting potential. Well,
it's about the same thing.
Well, no, when I think potential, I'm thinking they actually played a lot, and they did.
He did play a lot. The guy I'm talking about.
You talking about? I know you ain't talking about Kwame Brown.
No.
Oh, I mean, but like Kwame Brown. That jigga. Oh, they talking about me too.
Yeah.
Who's that no name man down there in Georgia talking about me? You don't know nothing about a grown man. He would have been on Star.
On the best alive. Okay,
I'm a grown man.
Whatever. Yeah, you still got them 2 now. Got to give them 2 now.
Oh my goodness, man! You put me on the spot, but I
know, but that's the point.
But I can't say right off the end because there's so many guys that I feel like.
I'm gonna give you his first name. One players, Greg.
Oh, Greg Oden, but
yeah, bust.
Well, if you want to put injuries in that category, then it
don't matter. I mean, it's part of your game to make sure that you are. Cause I just like Anthony Davis. He injured. What you gonna say about him? Like, he didn't take care of his body. Okay.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then my
you get paid a certain amount of money to do what you're supposed to do.
Well, if that's the case, if you want to use injuries, then I got already off the rip. Because I was just trying to name games that played all the time, and I wasn't going to use injuries. But if you want to put that in the category, my other 2 off the rip are T-Mac and Anthony Hardaway.
Nah.
They didn't reach their potential. The injuries stopped both of them.
T-Mac, I definitely can't.
T-Mac,
cause we
T-Mac,
I gotta
T-Mac is
I gotta
nowhere near
stop
where
you.
he could have been.
I gotta stop you, man.
T-Mac was just tipping the iceberg, man. T-Mac wasn't. He didn't reach his potential.
Yeah,
man.
but everybody knew T-Mac. Don't act like people didn't know T-Mac.
I'm
He got
just saying,
shoes.
but
Come on, now.
we talking about potential. He didn't reach his potential. T-Mac's potential was way more than what he was what we actually seen. His potential was a lot higher. If T-Mac didn't get hurt, I promise you,
I just like me saying Michael Jordan didn't reach his potential because he retired. If he would have been there for a couple of years, he would have won
T-Mac,
18 straight.
That ain't the same thing.
Yeah, that's what you saying.
No.
That's what you saying.
We talking about injuries.
We all seen T-Mac's ability though.
But that's injuries.
Saying.
But I'm saying, but
I'm saying, but
you said,
but
if you said injuries was part of the thing that the criteria,
yeah,
that somebody
but we all see what he did.
But he didn't reach his potential because he was hurt.
But he was top. I mean, come on,
but I'm just saying
he was top of the league when he was in it.
However, he didn't reach his potential. T-Mac, I can't say he would be an elite scorer or whatever the case may be, but it was a lot more. I believe if T-Mac didn't get hurt, he could have been done by now.
I mean, obviously, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So he didn't reach his potential.
But I'm saying as in like, okay, guys that didn't show us what they were about. T-Mac showed us that okay, this is what he can do. Greg Oden, he didn't show me nothing. Even when he was in the game, he was trash getting done though. So T-Mac, we already knew, and everybody else knew what he can do. Even Adidas knew what he could do because they wouldn't never gave him a shoe.
Well, I also think too a little bit of outside of the injuries, I think the game was transitioning when Greg Oden was coming into the league. Like the traditional big man was going out of the league, and the fast paced game was coming in, starting to come in, and I think part of the transition, centers like him or the traditional centers like him were not able to keep up with that game. I don't think he would have done well anyway, just because his game was changing. Because of how many big men that you know are actually traditional big men, or even stay in the post at one point. There's not many that do that. You know,
like Shaq.
I mean, any kind of center, Shaq, Patrick Ewing, Hakeem, anybody that you want to think of. There's some guys who can post up.
That style.
Yeah, that style. They're guys that can post up, but that's not their go-to. That's not like they staple. You know what I'm saying? We got guys who like Joel Embiid. He can go down and post up, but he gonna go down and go out in our perimeter as well.
Yeah.
So it's just I think
that's just expanding the game.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think Greg Oden game was gonna be able to translate into that.
Nah, he could have still been. I mean, look at what his name, DeAndre Ayton. Like he don't have a shot known to man. I mean, you can. I mean, to be honest. I mean, people might be mad, but you can say Giannis. I mean, Giannis don't have a shot either.
Yeah, but his game, his game translates to now today's game because he can run. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he can run with the ball, but he can't shoot.
Oh, he definitely can't shoot.
Yeah, like
I promise you, I could probably outshoot him right now.
Yeah, like that's not something that he's known for. He attacked the hole, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So, he got it. But that's one thing that I feel like going into this season is something that I want to kind of keep an eye out because we're moving to the new generation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, LeBron is the oldest player in the league. You know, he's been holding it down for forever. You got CP3 that's getting ready to retire. Andre just retired. Steph is going to be next. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be retiring. Like, so that group there, a lot of people get it misconstrued because LeBron didn't go to college, right? You know what I'm saying? So CP3, all of them went to college. You know what I mean? So a lot of people get their ages kind of misconstrued, but I think right now we're looking for that, everybody looking at Zion, see what he's going to do, if he can stay healthy and keep his weight down.
I don't know if
Ja
Zion
Morant
taking it serious, though.
Yeah, Ja Morant, he got to stay out of trouble first and stay out of the strip club. You know what I'm saying? Before he even...
Whenever them pockets start getting hit, when the season starts, he going to take it serious.
You know what I mean? But is it? He just sold out on his shoes. You know
well, that's from the endorsement. I'm talking about the NBA money. When that NBA money start coming in, you can be like, okay.
So, like, who is going to be next to be the face of the league?
That's a good question. We talked about that before last season. Like, who's the face of the league? I think what was the debate between Giannis and I can remember last season who we talked about who probably be the face of the league. But that's a. I mean, you got so many great players now. You got Devin Booker, you got Trae Young,
But
you got.
the face of the league is different.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. But these are so many different. The good thing about the NBA, the players are getting so much better. They're in good hands for the next few years. However, who's going to take that step? I think they're going to try to push it towards somebody young, like maybe like a Jason Tatum or something like that. I don't, but I don't know. I don't know who would be the face of the league over, who's going to dominate the next.
To be honest, I
15,
think
20
they're
years.
gonna try to have what's his name, Wemby. I think they're gonna try to make him the face of the league. But
Well, they're going to try to, but will he reach his potential? I know he's been showing out a little bit in the preseason.
question, where he from? Ain't he
France,
from
France, yeah. I mean,
Question. This is a serious question. When the last time a person or the face of the NBA has not been a resident or a civilian of the United States?
I think it's been
Has it ever?
probably Tim Duncan.
Where Tim Duncan from?
He from the Virgin Islands.
About the same. So think about it. Like, will the NBA really push that with him? So that's why I think Ja Morant, they was trying to make him the face of the league, but I think
Ja got potential, but like you said, if he overcomes this situation and stays out of trouble and he could continue to rise,
I think it's over with though.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it depends on how he come back from this suspension.
Cause think about it. When the last time somebody that didn't care or was like a bad boy of the NBA was the face of the league? Maybe MJ.
I mean,
Who was so?
I don't think there's really never a bad boy that's the face of the league per se.
Yeah, so
that
like
I can think of.
It was MJ. It was what? Kobe. It was LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so and LeBron really, to be honest, I think, and this coming from a LeBron fan, I think he's holding on to it too long. I think it need to go somebody else. You know what I mean? Because now it's like we need to figure out who that person gonna be. But I think it's to a point to where now I'm looking at it like, is he holding on to it, or he just the person that's in that position because of everybody else is messing up?
I don't know if he's holding on to it per se. I think he's just been that good of a person for so long.
Yeah.
And his basketball game has matched that. You know what I'm saying? I think what he stands for, his integrity and all that kind of stuff speaks for itself. And I think, of course, any major sports league will ride that wave as much as they can. Mm-hmm. Okay, LeBron is still popular. Mm-hmm. Let's ride that wave as much as we can. So he's going to be the face of the league until he says, I'm done.
Which I would hate to buy a ticket when he said he retired.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. That farewell tour is going to be serious.
Yeah,
it's going to be serious.
You're going to have to pay $1,000 just for... Don't do that, Tar Heel. Do not do that. No, I just gave you grace because I was talking about your North Carolina Tar Heels.
Look, as much as I ragged on LeBron James, I ain't gonna lie. I'll probably be a little disappointed to see him go, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because as a basketball fan first, I keep saying this all the time. As a basketball fan first, you got to respect the man for what he's done. He's a great player. He's done a lot for the league, and it's just
in the community.
And what he stands for says a lot. So, as a basketball fan, big ups to LeBron James. But I
recorded
as a Jordan fan first. I just don't believe in the hype. That's all. That's all, man. I just don't believe in the hype.
One thing I will say moving forward, I do think the NBA season is going to be better this year overall. I think the parity in the NBA season is going to be more balanced. You're not going to know who's going to take over. Yeah, you're going to have highlight games and stuff like that, but you're not going to know who's going to really do what until mid-season form.
Well, I think the tournament that starts in November, December, whenever it is. I think that's what
when I say it starts.
I think once you see that, once they come out of that, then you start seeing who's going to be what.
Yeah.
But like you're right. I think that is a more even playing field. I think it's going to be more teams. There's going to be surprising the league a little bit more this year. So we'll see, man. You know. However, I'm just excited. Tomorrow night the NBA starts.
Yeah,
Boy, I'm so excited,
we
boy.
ready for it. Hey, matter of fact, can y'all comment down below on this video and state who's your team? Who do you think is gonna win it all? You know, and then we'll kind of go from there. And hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, make sure y'all watch out. We got some things coming up. Hey, this is the Man to Man Show, and we out.
Yeah.